Have you ever asked yourself how on earth some people get things so easy in life and they realize their ambition in an easy way? And you are wondering why you can't do the same? The answer most of the time is that because they know how to manifest things. What does it mean to manifest? Have you ever heard about manifestation? I think you have, otherwise you would not be here watching this video. Manifestation is all about the ability that you have to desire things that you are attracting in your life through your beliefs or your actions or anything that is visible or invisible force bringing straight to your life what you really want. If you want to learn how to manifest things, the greatest ones for 2021, you better follow this. If there is a way that really has helped me to achieve everything that I have achieved today, is because I really learned what it means to focus on the power of manifestation. Of course, for those who have followed me and know my story, you'll be able to see the difference. I started my journey as a village teacher from the middle of nowhere and having no clue how my life is going to be. I was really kind of invisible person in my happy ignorance, because I didn't know what I didn't know until one day I discovered that I don't need to have a lot of money or to have a lot of connections or to know a lot of people or to have a rich family or to have the support of the whole world in order for me to get out of that miserable place where I was. I could start right away by activating all the power and resources inside me, which would allow me to desire more and bring everything I wanted in life through the power of manifestation. And this is what exactly I want you to start thinking right now. How can you use the power of manifestation to achieve everything you want in life? Everything is possible, not because of the list of things that you have or you don't have, but because you have some invisible forces inside you which can, with a click, bring the power of manifestation and help you to be able to bring everything you want in life. So, where do you need to start? It starts all about asking. You know, ask and you receive. Have you heard about this? In order for you to receive, you have to ask. If you don't ask, nothing is coming your way, my darlings. Okay? Let me give you a story. I remember I was invited to be part of a very special filming. And I ended up being around with some famous people. But at that time, I was a nobody. I was just dreaming. Before I was dreaming, I was studying a lot. I was researching a lot. How do I get things my way? How do I achieve things? And I really was calling. I learned how to call things. So one moment, I am sitting there in a table with amazing people who have achieved a lot in life, but I'm the tiny little one who come from nothing, anonymous. And I hear somebody asking other people, well, what is she doing here? Who is she? Why is she here? And it felt a little bit uncomfortable until we go through and we start becoming friendly and more connected and creating that bond with other people as well, until I sit down with this lady and I have to tell her one thing. Because she asked me, why you are not here and I'm not here? And I said, that's a very good question. And I had to tell her, my darling, it is not my fault if you didn't ask for it. And it is not my fault if I asked for it and I ended up here. Because in order for you to be here, you have to ask. Because, as I said, everything is about ask and you receive. So if you are wondering why I am not selected for a job or for something that you always wanted. The answer is inside you. Have you really applied for it? Have you really wanted it? Have you really asked for it? Have you done something to achieve it? Or just sitting there and saying, why I don't have it? That is another thing, because asking, it's not just about asking and having that call inside you, but also asking the right questions. So the very first thing that I want you to do is learning how to ask. How do you do that? There are 4 ways that you can make sure that you are asking for the right thing, because that's the important thing. It's not just about asking, but asking the right thing, something that is yours, something that is your calling, something that is meant for you. The very first question that you need to ask in order for you to call what is yours is, do I really want it? So think about it. What is that thing that you want? Think about it. Be clear. Have a clear picture in your mind. What is that thing that you really want? And then ask yourself, do I really want it? And then, if the answer is yes, you go and ask another question. How does that make me feel? How do I feel when I think about it? So you think about it, and you ask, do I really want it? And then you start thinking, how does this make me feel? Does this make you feel good? Does this make you feel happy? When you start visualizing it or thinking it or attracting it or creating some buzz and energy and vibration inside you, how does that make you feel? If that makes you feel good, then go to the next step. The next question is, how do I benefit from that? Because if you're not benefiting anything, what's the point of calling it? Because everything has to be some kind of cause and effect. You attract something that is going to create some impact on you, and that impact is going to bring you some benefits. So if the answer is yes, it brings me some benefits, then that's a good news. Then you move to the next one, which is, okay, great. This is something that I really wanted. This makes me really feel good about it. This brings me a lot of benefits. And the last one is, if that happens, is something that is going to benefit others as well. It's really important. This one is really important. It's not just about because you are like somebody that you want to help others and contribute. Of course, we all want to do that. But you know why? It's because as human beings, we are connected with others, and if we don't see ourselves in a social context, you can't be the only happy person in the world. If the whole world is not in the right vibration with you in terms of going through the same values as you have, I mean, not the whole world, but if the whole world is going completely against what you want, that is not going to make you happy. And of course, you don't need the whole world to go the same way and aligned with you, but you want to make sure that some other people are aligned with that and are going to benefit, because you are living in a social context and you can't live alone. As a human being, you have to see yourself not just you as ego, but you are, let's say, apart from being yourself, you also are, let's say, you are a sister, or probably a brother, or you are a parent, you're a grandparent, or you're a colleague, or you are a professional. So it's more general. It's not just you alone in the planet. You are in the whole context that makes you feel fulfilled and experience that significance in life. Because at the end of the day, what makes us happy is fulfillment and creating impact and significance in our life and in other people's life. That's why it's very important that as you ask for something, also ask these questions, and then if the answers are yes, call it. Make a big calling. And probably you have heard it a lot. What is your call? It's very common now. It was my calling. It was my wake-up call. It's very important. You ask, call for that important thing of your life. Okay? So, as you have done that, then it's not enough just to call it. Then you have to start preparing yourself to receive. I have seen and met so many people who are really freaking scared to receive things in their life. They sabotage themselves. Self-sabotaging is the most common thing of not allowing people to achieve things. A lot of things are coming their way and they cut them off. They self-sabotage and they create a lot of obstacles and challenges with their minds completely in a subconscious way, and they don't let them come. That's why you have to start making a lot of internal work. What do I mean with internal work? Activate all the resources and capacities and the potential that you have inside, and start changing your mindset to allow things come. Let's suppose, for example, you want to bring more financial freedom in your life. You have to do a lot of homework, how to change your money mindset, because probably it's not about that you don't have opportunities to make money, but it's because even when you have these opportunities, your mindset is not ready and is blocking it. Have you heard about money blockage? Yes, it is a kind of blockage that you have inside you. It's not just about the money, about relationships, about success, about achievements, about anything. It's all about preparing yourself to receive something that is yours. But you have to give yourself the permission to accept it and to feel good about it and not to feel guilty. Even though you may have situations and experiences in the past that bring you these bad memories and they make you feel that that's not you don't deserve it, you're not good enough, who you think you are. You have all the time these little voices speaking with you. You have to get rid of this, eliminate all these kind of things, because the truth is you deserve it. Whatever has happened in the past, whatever people told you before, you need to start creating a new self. Recreate yourself, reinvent yourself, rebuild yourself. Because there is always a second chance that you can give to yourself by giving yourself the permission to allow things reach you. And once you have done that, you'll feel that you'll be able to realize what is inside you and is yours, to claim, because it's yours, to claim it, because a lot of times you have it and you don't claim it and somebody else goes and takes it. Because if you have a cup of coffee out there that is the waiter brought it for you and leaves it at the table, but you don't claim it, you don't think it's yours, then he's going to come and take it back. That's why that is the point where you have to claim what is yours. And as you claim it, it's like, yeah, this is mine. Then you have to possess it. You take possession of it. This is my coffee because I have earned it. So you take possession, you take ownership of it. So this is how it works with everything that you want to bring into your life. You have to claim it and take ownership of it and protect it. It's yours and feel good about it. Okay? So how you do that? As you have started that process is very important. Then you move to another process that you become more aware and conscious about focusing on the things that are yours and trying to eliminate everything that distracts you or stops you to achieve and claim and possess things that are yours. How you do that? By changing your belief system, because that is probably one of the biggest reasons why people self-sabotage. Because they have created a belief system that stops them to, stops them to allow or to give themselves permission to want things, because their belief, their faith is that I don't deserve it. I'm not good enough. Who I am to do that? People told me that I can't get this. And if you are thinking that, that means that you are blocking it to come, and you have to identify it. You have to find the source where this blockage is coming, and then you need to change it. So it can be a belief, but also it can be people. People around you can keep telling you, no, you can't do this. No, that's not right. No, you're not able to do this, because they don't believe in you, or because they mirror themselves on you. But that doesn't mean that is you. They are their desires trying to mirror into yourself. But you don't need to allow other people to define your desires, your success, your achievements, your journey, who you are. You don't need to do that, because you have the power of choice. And I want you to think about it right now. What is the power that you have right now to choose, to give yourself the permission to focus on what you want and eliminate everything that you don't want, including your beliefs, but also the people in your life. If they are not people who are inspiring you and motivating you and lifting you up, probably they are not the right people to hang around with. Okay? And as you become more aware of that, also start thinking, apart from beliefs and people, what else you can do that you can help yourself to stay focused and concentrated on the things that you want to manifest. Actions. What are you doing all day long that is stopping you or helping you to do what you want or to not do what you want? Do a list of a diary of things. What are you doing and what you're not doing? Are these actions and behaviors helping you, or are these actions and behaviors stopping you and sabotaging you? Do a list of these things, and then you know the answer, what I'm trying to say here. Okay, and another step, as you have been going through all of this, is learn how to visualize. It is the easiest way for me to manifest things. Now, as you have become more and more aware about how these things work, then every single morning, for example, you can start your day by visualizing. Don't get out of the bed or out of the room or out of the house without doing your rituals, without doing your routine. What is the things that you want to achieve on the day or on the week or on the long term? So start recalling and re-bringing them to your visualization, because I always say things happen twice, not once. First time happened here, and then the second time come to the reality. Before coming here, they can't come anywhere. So the very first time they should come here in your mind. How you bring them into your mind is by visualization. Start visualizing yourself and start living the future. Start living the future right now. You don't need to wait until the future comes to you. Bring the future into your present right now. Start walking into it. Start talking with it. Start being part of it right now. As you have done that, then you'll be able to start taking some actions, because you feel already that you are living proof of something that is coming to find you, to reach you. Because remember that nothing will reach you unless you are ready to allow that to happen. If something like an idea has reached your mind, that is a great sign. Please keep it up. And then start taking some actions so you can start seeing some signs. You have to be awake. And you have to be all the time in the calling, so you'll be able to start seeing opportunities that before didn't make sense to you. What do I mean with that? Before, probably, you have been experiencing something. It was going through in front of your eyes, and you were not able to see it. It's not because it was not there. You simply didn't have the capacity to see it. Now, at this point, you have to be able to see and make sense to the things that didn't make sense before. That means that you are waking up. You have to wake up and make sure that everything that you start seeing out there, it is a sign, and you start connecting the dots. And then based on that, you feel more confident to start taking actions. Okay, I hope it makes sense to you. The very last thing is gratitude and appreciation. As you start receiving things, don't take it for granted. This is what is the biggest mistakes that people do. They think they are great, so from not being good enough, and they start having some luck and great things in their life, they forget to express gratitude and appreciation. Express appreciation for everything, even for little results. Say thank you. Thank you to these invisible forces inside you that gave you the courage to dare to do things that you didn't do before. Because otherwise, I probably have heard me saying before, if you want something that you never had before, you have to do something that you haven't done before. And you start doing things that you haven't done before based on your belief system. As you change the belief system and you start taking some actions and things start bringing new results in your life, then you need to share some appreciation and to express some appreciation and gratitude. You may say, to whom? It can be a visible thing or a person or something that happened to your life, but also it can be an invisible thing. Doesn't matter. Just express it, because it's very, very important, because the more you express gratitude and appreciation, the more you'll be able to receive. I hope it makes sense to you. And if you want to discover more about this, please click at the links below, because I have a lot of amazing things that I have recorded for you, and I would love you to go more in depth of that. And I want you to be able to desire more and attract more and more and achieve more and more amazing things for your life.